Hey everyone, it's Cyrinno, and I'm going to be doing a review on one of my favourite games that have just come out, Brink, and it's by the people who have done Enemy Territory for Wolfenstein and Quake Wars, and it follows in the same sort of strategy, as in it's a very team-based shooter. Everyone has to work together to complete objectives. Now in Brink, they've taken out the vehicles, which makes me extremely happy because I always find the vehicles to unbalance things a bit. You either are very weak against them and they one-shot you, or you have the rocket launcher that takes out the vehicle and they get destroyed pretty easily. So without the vehicles, what you get is a great team-based shooter with a smart control system which allows you to climb over different obstacles and that sort of thing very easily. And without the vehicles being there, it makes the focus on actual gameplay with the guns 100% better. Now, in addition to that, you've got great customization. So each person in the game looks different, and it uses your character model in the actual cutscenes, which is a nice touch. It actually makes you feel like you're part of the action. Alright, so I'm going to go through at first the customization. So you can customize your appearance. Now the biggest thing here is the body type, heavy, which allows you the most weapons that you can use, and the strongest ones, say machine guns, heavy grenade launchers, shotguns, that sort of thing. But you can't do much of the climbing, and you're pretty slow. And as you can see, the heavy's big, he's got a big hit box, so he can get taken down quite easily even though he has extra hit points because more rounds are likely to hit him. Now your medium, he can sort of do everything. He's got good access to good weapons and he can go over terrain pretty easily. And his hitbox is medium, so he doesn't get hit that easily either. Now light is super quick and he can get to the highest point. So you might think that there's a choke point. The light can probably get around it by jumping over a wall somewhere. Also, he's really quick, so he's hard to hit, and the small hitbox makes him even harder to hit. Sometimes I have absolute trouble hitting these little light guys. It's ridiculous. So you'd think that they'd be weak and they'd get killed easily, but trust me, you move with these guys and you can't get hit. I'm going medium for the purposes of this video. Now, customization. You can do heaps here. Yeah, there's some things you have to choose from the start that you have no option of changing. Things like scars, you have to choose your face, you can't change that. There's a few things that are permanent and you cannot change them once you do it. It will give you a warning when that happens though. Alright, so the beret, which is a pretty simple one. I want to make this guy looking pretty normal. As you can see, you got the tank, nice helmet, flat top, spiky head. So there's quite a lot here. The top half seems to be hats and the bottom half seems to be hair. So I might go with the fashion for now. Now, there's a certain amount of colours you can choose. There's not, say for example, where you get to choose between 256 colours and have whatever you want. You don't have that, so you can't have green hair. But the customization is still pretty good. We'll go with a darker hair there. Face gear. Whoa, okay. Looks like some of these take over the entire face. But I think I might go with, do we have any cop glasses? Yes, that's what I'll go with. There we are. Alright. The freak. Might go with that one. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. Alright, so you've got your customization here. There's about 10 to 15 items in each category. And each one you go to has another 10 different colours that you can choose from. Now these aren't colours, as you can see, it changes some of the textures as well. Now, there's two sides, security and resistance. And you click up the top corner and you can change it to resistance. Now, you got my resistance fighter here. And you should design your character on both sides, because you never know if you're going to be on resistance or security. Alright, so the next thing we need to talk about is weapons. Now, all these weapons, they unlock during challenge events. And most of these challenge events are pretty easy except for one. However, with the weapon selection, there are a couple that seem to be overpowered. For example, the Houston here, everyone seems to be using the Houston, and everyone seems to be using the Carb 9 submachine gun. And even at long range, the Carb 9 seems to be taking out people just as easily as the Houston, which is supposed to be an assault rifle. So hopefully these things get fixed up. The rest of the submachine guns, rifles, and assault rifles all seem pretty balanced, but these two tend to stick out as a bit overpowered. Now, with your weapons, your access to these weapons depends on your body size. So a light can only use the pistols in the secondary and submachine guns in the primary. Assault rifles you can use in the primary and submachine guns in the secondary if you're medium, and you can use assault rifles in the secondary and heavy weapons in the primary if you're a heavy. Okay, so you can also customize these. Now most of these customizations don't do too much. Because the assault rifles are so inaccurate, I seem to go with the front grip, even though I did like the underslung grenade launcher when playing a soldier, because they get grenade bonuses, and these apply to the underslung grenade launcher's attacks. And when you unload a whole clip on someone and you just fire the grenade launcher at the end, when everyone thinks you're out of ammo, just surprise the shit out of them, knocks them all over. And because everyone's knocked over, it gives you a chance to actually reload and continue your attacks. And you don't have to worry about throwing it, so it gives you that instant grenade whenever you need it. Now because of the assault rifle I've been using at long range lately, I've been trying to increase my accuracy by not using the duct tape magazine, which seems to be my favourite for ultra fast reloading. But as you can see, it reduces accuracy a bit, although it increases stability. So these changes, they're not huge, but they do stuff. So you can have it one big magazine if you want, or you can have, you know, quick reloading. It's up to you. Now, your iron sights. You've got a few options here. Your normal iron sights, which zoom in slightly. Adjusted iron sights give you the accuracy boost, but they don't zoom you in. And you've got higher zoom sights here, in case you want to do any sort of sniping. Now, to unlock those, you have to do the challenge events. Now, abilities. It seems that you have to choose what you want. Like, you'll get 20 levels and you can choose 20 abilities, and then you hit the max level. So you have to choose pretty much if you're going to spread out your points over all the 4 classes, and that way you'll be a bit weaker, but you'll be able to swap on the go to whatever needs doing. Or you can choose to maximize all the abilities in, say, soldier, and just play your soldier so you're more effective as the actual soldier and try and be that soldier through the whole round. So you have to choose whether you're going to be someone who swaps all the time, or you're going to be someone who just dedicates yourself to one class. Now if you're playing with a clan, obviously you'd probably just dedicate yourself to one, and everyone in that clan would work out what they're actually going to do, and it'll probably work out better that way. But on multiplayer matches, you probably want a little bit here and there in case you actually have to do something. Now I always seem to notice that there's no bloody operatives, and half the time everyone will be running around shooting and something needs to be hacked and there's no operatives around. So I've been thinking about putting extra things in here. I've got the controlled turret ability just for a bit of fun, but the caltrops are very good, and so is the Cortex bomb. EMP grenades are also great. So these things, you might want to put 2 or 3 points into the other ones just in case you actually have to do that and no one else is doing it. Okay, and these are your generic ones here. They affect all the classes. Very useful things. I find I'm always running around while trying to reload, so sprinting reload is a godsend. An extra supply rate so you can buff people as much as you can. Now preferred class just lets you set what you want to start with when you first start playing. This guy starts off as a soldier and switches to an engineer if there's no one else playing engineers to do buffing. And character selection. Now once you reach level 20, that's all you can do with one character. So this guy I might build as a soldier. My next guy, I'm trying to level him up, and he's going to be my operative because there seems to be a lack of operative. So I'm dedicating this guy to straight operative. He's going to have all the passives and all the operative skills. So you have to build up a couple of characters and whatever roles they're going to be doing, or hybrid roles they're going to be doing. Alright, so the campaign plays through, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different levels on each side. They're the same levels, you're playing from each standpoint pretty much. And they just give mini stories to the maps. Nothing major like Call of Duty, but more like Left 4 Dead, where there's just a basic story pushing you through on what you need to do. And you get achievements for completing those. The game is hooked into the Steam system, so it has Steam achievements. There is no getting around that. It's pretty much forced on you. If you're buying this game, you will have to use Steam. Okay. Challenges. These things are for your unlocks. As you can see, it tells you what you unlock for each star you do. And there is an online scoreboard, so you can try and beat that. Also, you can do this in cooperative with your friends, and it's easy to unlock. Now, Be More Objective 2 is hard. I think I spent 2 hours on it trying to do it, because your teammates are absolutely useless. Now, if you're trying to do Be More Objective, what you need to learn is to use the parkour, because it'll get you around to the objectives a lot quicker. Also, if you're trying to do these challenges, it does matter on what level your character is. So if you have a level 20 character, that helps actually doing these challenges. If you're trying to do them at the start of the game when you're level 1, you'll have a real hard time of it. On the flip side, they give a shit ton of EXP for the time spent in them, especially Be More Objective. Gives you a lot of EXP. You'll spend 10 minutes in there, you'll get something like 3,000 each time you go in, and that will help level you up a lot. So there's two parts of the coin here. You do them early, you get lots of experience, but they're going to be harder, or you come back and do them when you reach level 20, and they should be a bit easier. Okay, now let's play online. We'll go just do a quick search.
Brothers, the sickness continues to spread through the guest pelgos. Until we get help from the outside world, we're on our own. So we've had to help ourselves. We stripped the medical equipment from the Hope.
As you can see, there's these intros. It gives each level some backstory, which is nice. It's not just a random team deathmatch where you're just thrown in there and you're fighting each other. And you can skip this at any point once you finish loading by pressing the enter key. And then there's also these cutscenes as well. And if you haven't done this level before, they're good to watch. And they give some really good backstory. In fact, the backstory of Brink is something I would really like to get into. And it's something that I wish they would actually do a little story-based downloadable content on this, just because I'd like to know what happens to these people.
Slaves while they live in luxury. Okay, I know what has to be done. Good. Then ready up. Security will be here any minute. Defend the vaccine. Defend our homes.
Now, this is Container City. It's probably the most played map in the game. Now, as you can see, when you start, you can give buffs to yourself. I usually give myself one. And I try and give buffs to everyone else. In the bottom left-hand corner is your energy, which shows you how much buffs you can give out. Energy is used for all your abilities, mines, grenades, turrets. So if you go out giving everyone buffs, you will find yourself unable to do anything. Okay, so the soldier here has a Molotov cocktail. Oh, hit someone at point blank range. He was climbing up here. There we go. Enemy turret giving us some grief over there. Now this map tends to... Oh, there we go, sliding. See, this is part of the movement options you get in this game. There's so many options. You can just climb over things like that. And I'm dead. I was way too in the open there, but I got killed by that submachine gun. And for some reason that submachine gun just seems to hit everything at all ranges. It's just super powerful, and 90% of the people seem to be using it. Even myself. Because it just seems just too powerful. Now, everything does depend on your buffs. Now, as in top left hand corner you can see my health. Like, I've got buffs there from owning a command station. And I'll go and find that so I can show you. And I've got medic buffs from someone, and someone there just buffed my weapon, so now I do 30% more damage. Here is a control station. If you control this, this gives you more health. There's one that gives you more energy, so you can do more buffs, do more grenades and that sort of thing. And engineers can upgrade these. Now, one of the advantages with the soldier is they can throw more grenades. Like, you get a flash grenade, Molotov cocktail, normal grenades. That's 3 grenades you can throw off all at once. If you're one of those grenade lovers... Jeez. That hurt. If you're one of those grenade lovers... soldier's the way to go. Now, under everyone's name you can see how much ammo they've got, because I'm a soldier, and I'll want to give them ammo as buffing them up. Now, if you get ammo from a soldier, you actually can hold more ammo than just what you would normally be able to hold. So it's always good. I got sniped. Ah well, it happens. Now, as you can see, there's mission time in the top right hand corner. That's how much time the attackers have to do to complete the next objective, which is to blow this gate. Now, this particular map tends to get a bit bogged down here. If the defenders are just that good, the attackers seem to have trouble getting out of their spawn. And we are just belting them. A good attacking team wouldn't be able to... wouldn't allow the enemy in here, in this section here. We're pretty much just farming them now in their spawn. And as you can see, look how powerful that gun is. I just belted that guy. And look, I'm buffed up, so I will do more damage. And if these people aren't buffed, they're going to take massive damage. Now, a soldier also can ignore armor, so... Yikes. A soldier can be the most powerful class in the game because they can ignore armor, and if they get buffed up, they will be super powerful. Now, you can get revived by medics. You have to actually revive yourself once they throw you a stim. Which is good. It throws a bit of element back onto the player, and they don't have to worry about it all being controlled by the medic itself. Oh, dead again. Someone's going to throw me another stim and I can be revived. Nah, my body got shot. So what happens is you're incapacitated when you get shot, and if someone can put you down and you can't be rezzed at all.
I'm reloading.
Now, as you can see here, I'll do some more of the climbing. It opens up other access routes without making it completely obvious. And I've seen some lights going, oh, see, this guy's almost out of ammo. I've got to give him ammo by pressing the F key. Now, in the old enemy territory Quake Wars games, you had to drop ammo on the ground, you had to drop health on the ground, and everyone had to walk over it to get it. And half the problem was you actually dropped health on the ground and ammo on the ground for people, but they were busy running in the other direction, and then they never picked it up. You ended up wasting all your special points. So in this game, you just go up to someone and press the F key, and it just throws them a buff. They get it straight away, which just works beautifully.
Excellent, brother. The vaccine is safe and security won't dare steal.
Okay, as you can see, I'm in a cutscene there on the left-hand side, which is a nice touch. They actually add the player into these cutscenes, so they're not pre-rendered. They're done on the fly. Now there are awards here, and it'll tell you who the best overall was, best of each class, and who got the most kills. It doesn't come up with a kill-death ratio, so there's no... Well, I obviously like getting the most kills, to be honest, but there's no board there saying who was the best killer. Generally, it's the best buffer that gets the highest on the scoreboard because it's based on a score, not on kills. Alright, the next map is about to start. It's refuel.
This is it, brothers. Now we have a nav computer, our destination.
Now there were quite a few bugs with this, but there have been a lot of patches. ATI cards are having trouble, but there are beta drivers which are supposed to fixing the problems. So go get that if you're an ATI user. See, the F key, very easy to use. Just buff people, no stuffing around. I seem to be having a bit of lag at the moment. Generally the game runs well, it looks good. I love the art style. One thing I love about this game is everything's easy to see. All your team players have their names on them, so there's no confusing. There's no shooting your own teammates by accident. Something I hated about Call of Duty at the moment is players blend into the background. It's hard to tell what team they're on. Here everyone stands out. It's easy to see if someone's coming. It's easy to see someone in the distance. It's easy to know what team they're on. Like, there's no confusion. It's just great. So up here is a good defensive position. Now if you press the middle mouse button, it'll tell you what you actually have to do. We have to defend over here and stop. It's got an explosive symbol on it, which means a soldier has to go and plant bombs on it, on the opposing team. Well, here goes someone. Shot in the back. Okay. I got killed then by a Cortex bomb. So the person we killed was a spy, and they have actually bombs in their head. And when they're dead, they can blow themselves up to kill someone who walks by. It's pretty neat. Now here I'm capturing the health command post, which will give everyone health. As you see in the top left hand corner. Oh, shot from behind. This is what makes it hard to Rambo. You can't do all these objectives because if you're not being watched, you generally get shot in the back. So you need to go around with a group of people and actually cooperate.
I'll plant the charge. Health boosted.
Now I can jump up here and use a melee attack on this guy to put him down so he can't be rezzed. Little things like that just make this game so much fun. Damn, I had to take out that turret, otherwise it would have killed me, and I got sniped in the process, which sucks.
Just what I needed.
Now what makes the controls so easy is you just hold down the shift key and it'll climb. And one thing I love about the game is it has a sprinting feature which never runs out of breath, so you can get back into the action as quick as you want. There is disadvantages, obviously you can't shoot while sprinting like this, and it takes longer to get your gun up to shoot if you get caught. Out of ammo! Got him. Put him down so he can't be rezzed. Ooh, headshot. Slow on life anyway. Now your health comes back like a console game in this. If you hide, it will come back. So you don't have to worry about looking for health packs or anything like that. There's no fighting over health packs. And I've been rezzed by a medic. As you can see, my health will come back up. Everyone's running out of ammo here, so I better pass it around. This guy here has absolutely none, but he's a fucking soldier. He can give himself some ammo. Screw him. Whoa. Ouch. There is leaning as well. So there we go, objective complete. We were actually the attacking team, I didn't actually realise that. But here you have to pick this up and you have to get it to the objective. I've currently got it, I believe. And someone's going to try and take me out. Yep. Now one of my teammates has to grab this and take it to the objective. Oh, I've been rezzed. Awesome. As you can see, very team-based game. Ah, shot in the back from somewhere. Someone's got a good eye on us. Rezzed again. See, unless I'm being put down, you can be rezzed. There we go. Shit. Whoa, 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 don't climb. See, that's where we have to get it. Yeah, it's been pretty well guarded. They've returned it, and now we have to go and do it all over again. But we do have 7 minutes and 30 seconds to do that, so should be doable. Some of these maps can go for ages, 30 minutes, 40 minutes to go through the entire objective list, and it does go right down to the wire. Alright, that will be the end of this review. Now, as you can see, score based purely on buffs, really, and what objectives you complete. Alright, so Brink's getting a lot of flack, and it's because it mostly doesn't have a single player shooter like Call of Duty. But Left 4 Dead never really had a single player game either, and it gets great scores. So I don't know what the hate is on this game. Anyone who buys this game generally knew what to expect. Me being an Enemy Territory fan, knew exactly what this game was going to be like, and it doesn't disappoint. It is exactly like Enemy Territory. I recommend this to anyone who wants to play a team-based shooter. If you're looking for something where you don't have to play with your teammates, if you just want to kill anyone and you want to spawn anywhere, go play Call of Duty. This game is not like that at all. Generally, now that the patches have come out on the PC, the game is running beautifully. There's no more sound problems, there's no more video problems, and there's no more frame rate problems. It all runs beautifully. And they're also going to be bringing out 2 more maps for free in the near future. I give this game a 9 out of 10. Thanks for watching. See you next time.